What you are about to see is the greatest video game collection that we've ever found. It's valued at over $150,000, and at one point, it was almost thrown away. The story of how this collection came to be is insane. There's actually dozens of games worth over $1,000. I have no idea what this video is gonna turn into, so to all 160,000 of you subscribers, join me on this insane journey. So this collection went from the original owner to a family member, and all of the stuff inherited became so much that they actually considered throwing it away. But they decided to keep it a bit longer and actually considered bringing it to a half-price books. They ended up selling everything to their neighbor, who's actually a massive collector in his own right, and that is who we're buying from today. We're here in the basement of this absolutely ridiculous collection of games, and it's honestly hard to take in. Like, when was the last time you've seen many hundreds of complete in box SNES games? And they're like mostly unique titles.
It goes beyond this.
Like, we bought the Game Barn with 50,000 games, and there wasn't even close to this many complete in box Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And you just look at this bin right here, and it's like, oh, that's Pocky and Rocky 2.
Oh, well, you just skipped right over Dracula X.
Right next to it is Dracula X. You got Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel.
Man.
Unbelievable.
And then, oh, don't forget, Hagane.
Literally, like,
The Holy Grail.
it's the Holy Grail of Super Nintendo right there.
Well, Chase, there's Earthbound.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Let's just move that out of the way.
yeah, we'll get to that later. How would you have liked to pay $14.95 for that?
I would have got 2.
They probably didn't have to, which is why this thing is so rare. Absolutely insane amount of rarity value, and there's stories behind these games. The way they were collected is very unique. We have some like documentation of like letters that were sent years ago from the original owner.
And now we get to like document the history of it all, go through it all, and just kind of have it be forever encapsulated here on YouTube.
It's insane. The original collector was hoping to open a used video game store or something. Was just really passionate about collecting like full sets of Nintendo, Super Nintendo type games, kind of before anybody else was doing it. Was sending letters to stores as they were going out of business saying, I'm looking for these titles, can we come to a deal? Submitting things to Nintendo Power for information, bugs in certain games. There was even some pictures of the screen of beating certain games, because there's that proud moment of, I just beat this game, let's take a Polaroid. Yeah. Which I love the passion that's behind this collection and the stories that are here.
What's the approximate value of all this stuff?
It is over 150,000 in price charting value.
Man.
Which is unbelievable, and it's actually the most expensive collection that I will have ever purchased.
In one rip.
The only in one go. The only thing bigger was the Game Barn as far as value and purchase amount goes. So the cool thing is the Nintendo games are all separated from their boxes, and then the manuals are too. We kind of get to play the matching game,
which kind of forces us to look at every single thing. So
yeah, and to really get a good idea of full condition of manual, cartridge, and box. Like, look at how clean those look.
Totally rad. What is that one?
And I'll say a side effect of the games being separated.
There's a Shatterhand.
Yeah, dude, there's some great Tokis in there. Like, some very uncommon games. Like, these boxes have been, if they were sitting on each other, they didn't have games in them or weight.
Yeah.
So the box on the bottom really is probably structurally sound. Mm-hmm. We gotta load up, take these things to the Game Barn, and really like fully see what we have here.
I mean, hopefully this is intriguing enough. I mean,
it's 4 giant bins of SNES, double deep.
Yeah. No, there's
how many? Oh,
there's more
7 bins.
7 bins of SNES.
And then there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my goodness.
At least bins of NES boxes, and then there's all the bins of the games.
Man, this is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so me and the boys are bringing in stuff. What do you think?
I mean, it's a few games.
Yeah, it's like 2,000. I think that counts as a few.
No way.
Yeah. That's like a $10 game. But, I mean, there are some... Is this Wacky Races?
Those are...
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Okay, so like, that is just in here. You know what this is complete?
So, these are alphabetical?
$500?
More. I think it's like 600.
So
they are somewhat alphabetical as well. Yes. So there are tons
Wario
of
Woods.
duplicates. There's good Wario Woods, the very last NES game. Do you know that?
I knew it was special in some way.
November 1994.
I mean, it's not even a question of being the best collection categories ever bought.
Top Gun
Like, it's not
Maverick.
even a question.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick.
And Jonah, if you doubt that, you're an idiot.
Holy, I thought it was Surprising Dinosaur.
That just gave us
But
some jumps.
look at Fire and Ice even. I think it's like a $200 cartridge, 150 maybe. Just look, Ghostbusters 2.
And that's super clean.
Whoa, Galaga.
Demons of Death. Chessmaster. Whoa.
I mean, but even a game like this, I mean, that's just such a great box.
Yeah. The condition on this is definitely the upside. The SNES stuff, quite a bit more wear, but like, it's like average at worst.
I can't believe they made the new movie off of.
Yeah. Dragon Power and Demon Sword. Dragon Warrior 4, there's 2 of them.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. I was just saying, oh my gosh, the Dragon Warrior. But
Let's see. Gradius 3. Nick Betts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy.
there it is. And that's
Hanna-Barbera presents Wacky Races.
But more importantly, Willow.
So I have a lot of history on a lot of these games to share throughout this episode. I did a lot of research.
what?
Well, Chase, it's all here. Yeah, it is.
We've got Zoda's Revenge.
It's funny you grabbed that game.
We've had that sealed before.
Have we?
Yeah.
That's so hardcore.
Oh my gosh. It's like a demon fighting an alien. What is that?
How about that?
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Well, hold on. Actually, don't brush over Scat.
Yes.
You know, that's
That's real nice.
what is that? 650 complete? 700?
And that's nice.
That is a very clean box.
Yeah.
I'm liking these NES games. Just like, man,
Wow.
the first impression is pretty darn good.
What's Rock Ball? Never heard of that game before.
Rockin'
That
Ball.
one's a ton, but I could be
Probably
wrong.
not, because I guess it was. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, did I see Atlas?
You did.
There's
Chase.
Wacky Races.
Ooh, widget Atlas down there.
Sweet mercy.
We have Widget, another Atlas game.
That's a huge one too. This is crazy.
Well, we're gonna digest all of this and then come at you with the plan.
We've had a little bit of time to digest the collection, and it's a big task, a very exciting one. I think the first place we're going to start, there's 9 bins of these NES cartridges, long bins, and they're in alphabetical order, kind of, but we need to get them up on a shelf, all in one place in alphabetical, so we're going to put them all right there, so that when we get the boxes all laid out and ready to go, we can pair them quickly. So Matt and I are going to work on that right now, and then we'll get to all the boxes and the SNES games. It's just an absolutely insane collection.
Actually, that was a really silly idea, so we're not doing that.
Why?
Because it doesn't make sense. They're already in alphabetical order.
That's a good point. Maybe we should just lay the bins on these tables. And...
Cool. Yeah, and then we can actually use this shelf to like display
Yes.
all the stuff. We can get that down from there.
So yes, because the boxes are as alphabetically organized, so we can do that.
Yeah, that's like C through H.
And they're kind of thrown in randomly.
H through M. And that way we can see all the heavies that we want to compare first, maybe.
I like it.
You're doing great.
I never heard of this one before. Oh, Little Ninja Brothers. Never mind, I've heard of it.
Yeah, their name are Jack and Jill.
There's so many good games.
Oh, baby.
My favorite part is
Wow, this is
Beautiful.
that looks unplayed.
My favorite part is
You wanna
going
play
over
it?
to this bin and seeing,
Yes.
oh wow, Bomberman 2, and then you're like, oh wow, Bomberman 2. You're like, oh wow, Bomberman 2.
That's like 5 Bombermans.
Close.
Uh-huh.
It's a good job.
I was adding them all together.
Okay, got it.
Is this a good one, or just I've never
Yes,
seen it?
very
Okay, that's what I thought.
uncommon game. Good job, Matt. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This bin right here, we each have 10 seconds to find the most uncommon game. Go.
You already...
I haven't looked. I do have my first choice though.
I'm going with this one. Nope, that's
Terrible.
Adventures in Magic Kingdom.
Terrible.
Gosh dang it. I lose. It's probably Die Hard.
Hey, Matt.
Nope, I win. I win.
Color a dinosaur?
Yes. I win.
You do?
I guarantee you I win.
You do?
If you can find something that beats that. I see one thing that might be able to beat that.
There's a lot of good ones. There's Conan, there's Dragon Warrior 3, there's Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball, 2 of those.
Danny Sullivan's Indie Heat.
That is an uncommon game, but not very much value
Up
to
there.
it.
I thought we were looking for uncommon.
Well, yeah, didn't define the rules very well here. Okay, let's just see. Between Die Hard and Color a Dinosaur
What's more valuable?
in price chart.
I think it's gonna be Color Dinosaur.
I don't even know about that one, Sky Guy.
So this is a coloring game where you, guess what? Color dinosaurs. It's like MS Paint, but it's just the paint bucket tool. And stop
On
coughing on the
NES.
game. On NES, and it's dinosaurs, and it's a terrible, terrible game.
Well, loose, it's $122.
What about
CIB,
B52?
it would be $733.
Yeah.
What about B52?
We have this one complete, Chase.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Die Hard NES loose is 176, but complete is 391.
So the box is more rare. We'll call it a draw.
Agreed.
Yeah, but what about this one?
Good try.
B52. Yeah, that one's
Do you
good.
not know about this game?
I know about the bee's knees. That was me
I
in
don't
high
know
school.
about the game.
Yes. Oh, and real quick, shout out to Matt's dad, Joe. These are his 3 favorite games: Fester's Questers, A Boy and His Blob, and Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
He's gonna love how you said that.
If Joe likes them, you guys need to like them too.
That's some Matt lore.
In the
for ya.
comments below, put "We love you, Joe," in parentheses, Matt's dad.
Yeah.
We really do.
Can we acknowledge that we have 2 fire and ices right there?
Gosh, I love this. I love this a lot.
It's just still.
And right in front of it is Felix the Cat.
Oh my
Those
gosh!
are all like
I didn't even notice.
100 plus, just crazy rare games.
What did you find? Oh, the Sesame
Bummer,
Street.
Matt. You gotta try harder, bud.
Yeah, at least give me like a Karate Kid or give me a
No.
Krusty's Funhouse.
Yeah, well, it's your time. Do the thing.
Oh. What thing?
Hey kids!
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this one? Puss in Boots.
Wow, I didn't know that was a game.
It is uncommon indeed. This is ridiculous. I didn't actually realize how many duplicates there are.
There's Lone Ranger. There's a ton, brother.
Good eye, brother. Hey, I tell you what, Sky Guy.
For every game I see, can I get $1?
No. The seller that we met mentioned that he sold off some of these items, and he had already broken even by the time we got there. One of the items he sold was Power Blade 2 complete in the box, and apparently it was incredibly minty, and it went for like $3,900.
Man.
So if you see a sale for roughly that on price charting, that was,
It was-
this collection of games. There were 3 Little Samsons originally in this collection, complete in the box, but he has sold through those.
Can you give me an explanation on like why mint stuff just fetches a much higher price?
It is one thing, myself as a collector, but also many other collectors that have gotten deep into their collections, you get to the point where you're just looking for like near mint, absolutely beautiful boxes, because if you're getting the boxes and paying that extra price, chances are you want it to be displayed beautifully. So if you get a box that looks like this,
I would get this, and I would pay up for it because
absolutely
it is beautiful.
I mean, it still has the gloss and the shine that it originally had, you know, in the 1700s when that came out. So it's really awesome to have it in the same condition that it was then, all the way back those 100 years ago.
Princess Tomato?
Yes.
That's
It's a Hudson Soft game.
wow. It looks like VeggieTales. Was it inspired by VeggieTales?
This came out hundreds of years before VeggieTales.
Oh, my mistake. Guys, shout out games that you're seeing because this is,
There's just so many.
yeah,
What about
I don't.
Squoon? Oh, we have 2 Squoons.
Stop it.
Squoon?
Do we really?
Yeah, that's Squoon.
Those are very expensive. They're 5 screw?
This one's kind of stuck up in.
It's a 5
This
screw.
might be only 5 screw.
What the heck?
This one is very
Yeah, Luce,
stuck
those
in
are
there.
118 bucks a piece, but complete
500?
730.
730. That's why I remember it. So this game has a really, really weird concept to it. Essentially,
I'm not gonna try to
aliens
force that out.
aliens from Neptune came down to Earth, and then they like flooded the Earth somehow. And you're in a submarine, and you have to blow up underwater submarine like bases. Then you capture the people, and then you go up to the surface, and a ship comes and saves them.
All right.
And
Sounds
the game.
a little bit like my childhood, a little different. But.
Yeah, the game actually doesn't end. It just keeps going and gets harder and harder and harder.
So these are the first games where I'm like, okay, these have a little bit of condition issues. Now, some of the backstory on the collection is the original owner built the collection. He was kind of a diehard of collecting before anybody else was doing it. And he may have gotten some games like from retail and just had them in his collection, and those are probably going to be the ones that we find that are just in immaculate condition. But he also, like, you can see a ton of these Funko-Land sleeves. It seems like he bought out a lot of Funko-Lands that went out of business, or did a handwritten letter to them when they were going out and said, I'll buy these at a higher price than your discount
We
rate.
have some of those letters here.
Which is super, super cool. Okay, let's get the boxes up on the shelf. I cannot wait to see what we actually have here. Get it all laid out.
Oh,
get them
that
in order.
scares me greatly.
That was a terrible idea. I'm gonna give you that. This looks like A to C.
This is another very, very valuable game. This is a Color Dreams game.
Sorry.
That's a crazy sneeze. Ooh, Bible buffet. That's fun. Barbie.
Barbara. She's an adult now.
Barbara. Okay, but goodness, there's just so many.
The Blues Brothers, the best musical ever.
Gosh, this is beautiful.
You've had a night to sleep on. Everything.
Yeah.
How was did you dream about this last night?
It was hard not to. We got all the boxes, almost all the boxes on this shelf back here in alphabetical order just for NES. And it completely fills the shelf, which that's a lot of boxes. And then we had to go onto the table for the overflow, but there's so many heavies in here. Here's the box for Color a Dinosaur, which I think is the third most valuable game in this collection.
Yeah,
And
it's top 5 for sure.
I'm very happy to see that this box is like almost near mint. It is in beautiful condition. So many of these are in beautiful condition, like DuckTales 2, I think we showed that earlier. But then we've got like...
We never showed, did we show the Dragon Warriors? Dragon Warrior
There's
4?
2 of those. Very, very, very clean.
That's the cleaner of the 2.
Okay. And then we have just really, really weird stuff like this. Dudes with Attitude. American Video Entertainment, which you're gonna see we have a few of those littered throughout.
Dragon Power, I think, is that?
That's a decent one. I don't know if it's great because I've seen it before.
Okay.
But then you have like Fire and Ice, man.
We have
Which
2
all of
cartridges.
these boxes have that on them, which is funny. 2 cartridges in one box, and this is kind of more of a regular condition. It's got a little bit of wear, probably a former rental, based on the number on the back and stuff. But it is still quite stunning. There's Tengen games, or Tengen, however you want to say it, and we do have a Tengen Tetris.
Might be over here.
Ah, there it is. This is the original version, you know, the Soviet mind game Tetris. So there's actually a movie on one of the, is it Apple TV or something?
It's
about
called
this
Tetris.
story. Yeah. And it's kind of an interesting story, but you can watch the gaming historian video on that for all the info. But it was complicated, and this version didn't get that many prints. So this is definitely like the most expensive and rare version for the NES. And I think we have 3 of the cartridges and one of the boxes. I really hope we have the manual of that, because that's going in my collection if we do, because I love the story.
Yeah,
I just
we
think
haven't
it's
even
fascinating.
talked about that. What is going in your collection, or is it going to be more SNES?
I really don't know. Like a lot of this stuff would be stuff I didn't know I needed until I saw it.
Like Color a Dinosaur?
Yeah, like I didn't have a specific NES or SNES list that I'm looking for. My collections have gotten pretty small, because years ago I actually sold off my NES collection to get a down payment for my house. So I just have a few games that I really enjoy. So I don't know. To me, I'm 47, so I didn't grow up with it. I am younger than 47. Just kidding, I'm 47. It wasn't part of my childhood, so Super Nintendo was my first like console that we got at Toys R Us for $50 on clearance, and Super Mario World. So then on is when gaming really began for me. I'm not as interested in collecting NES simply because it's not nostalgic for me personally. I think there's a lot of people, for example, the guy that we bought this from was 40. NES was like the prime of his childhood, so he loves collecting it. And I get that for sure. But for me, it's gonna be Super Nintendo on, is gonna be my main focus. That being said,
So you're going to pull a lot of this Super Nintendo stuff whenever we get to it?
I think I might, especially condition upgrades if we have any of those and stuff like that. But man, like you just, look at it, like Metal Storm just chilling right here, which this is one that I do have a minty copy of.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's like a rental box, but it still has great shape. Look at these guys. Like we have 2 of this. The Mutant Virus. Like that is such a cool box.
Yeah.
We had
Moon
2 of
Ranger?
them.
That's a big
Unlicensed, huge, over 500. I love this box. It's probably my favorite NES box.
Really?
I love that.
I do like the yellow.
Specifically the yellow Classic Series.
Gives me like
box.
32X, like Sega 32X art vibes.
Yeah, it's very cool. 2 boxes for Ninja Gaiden 3.
Wow, that one's really good.
Yeah, this one's Some of these are just absolutely minty. Then you got, just classics like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
I didn't check if that was white bullet points or not.
I don't think so. Orange. If you ever find white bullet points, that's first print, and that is considerably more valuable and rare because it was a pretty limited print.
Yeah, and then like we come up here, there's still so many.
And you know what, Sky Guy? There's still a big task ahead of us. 'Cause
Yes.
These are all just boxes. All the cartridges, as you guys know, are over there in alphabetical order, and hundreds of those don't have a box to pair with, so that kind of complicates it a little bit. So you probably, I think what you should do is start with the manuals, pair them with the cartridges, because some will have just manuals. And then once you do that, pair the cartridges and manuals with their respective boxes by, checking over here and then over there.
Yeah, and for duplicates, I'll make like the nicest copies as
Exactly.
possible, the nicest, most complete.
Yeah, definitely put the nicest copies with the boxes. I have an appointment, so I have to get going, so I'm gonna leave you to that task, and then when I get back, hopefully you'll be making a dent on it. I don't think it's gonna be done. I'm
like
gonna be gone for like 2
done.
hours. Yeah. And then we'll get to SNES eventually after that, and I cannot wait for that.
Okay, so we're going through all of this stuff, trying to pair up the best we can. This is going to take a lot of time. The issue we're running into is definitely the condition thing, and all of these are in rough alphabetical shape. Like for instance, there are 2 Kid Cools right here, but there have been times where there's been like a gauntlet down here and way up here. And so you have to pull all of them, and then there was even one time where there was one game that was in here and one that was in another box, because alphabetically it was pretty close. So it's a little bit more difficult, and it's going to take a lot more time than I think we thought, but we also want to have everything ready to display quickly. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to load up this shelf just full of all the boxes, and we're just going to keep the flaps open, I think.
That makes sense to me.
That way we can easily just dump out the contents when we get ready to sell them, or if we have people that are interested in more photos, we can do that as well.
Gently dump them out.
Gently dump them out. I prefer just pouring them on the floor.
Yeah.
So the separation of NES cartridges, manuals, and posters has been a much bigger problem than we expected. We spent basically the whole day with 3 or 4 guys combining and getting those paired, and we still are putting the cartridges that we put with manuals, like all of these, with the boxes. But there is another problem, which is some of the manuals that are supposed to be here are missing, but they are probably and could be in the Super Nintendo manual bin over there. So that has been a much bigger thing than anticipated. We're still happy to do it. It's very fun, but it's just a lot of hours, and it's going to take all day today too. So getting to the SNES games is getting maybe put out even further, and I don't know if these SNES manuals are supposed to go in those boxes or not.
So
I saw a Sunset Riders manual right here. I see the game right there.
So when I was talking to the seller, he said that there are for sure some that are in this bin that need to go here.
Oh, mercy.
So that's very, very vague. But he did also say at least 2 examples, like, hey, there's an extra Chrono Trigger and Dracula X manual. We never got a Chrono Trigger, so we know just the
that is
manuals
definitely an extra.
there.
Nice.
But for Dracula X, like we have it there, we've seen that it's complete. He said that there's another manual in here. So the thing that's gonna stink is we'll probably have to still complete these. I think what we do is organize all those alphabetically,
Yeah.
and then we'll be able to, from that,
At least the cartridges are in the boxes
Yeah,
this time.
yes, that makes
So
it at least
organize
one.
both alphabetical, we can do it pretty quick.
Yes, and then we'll be able to pull out all the NES stuff. Like this was in
Yeah,
there.
that was in there, so. Hopefully the Dragon Warrior manuals are in there. We were missing both of those for Dragon Warrior 4, which is a pretty huge deal.
Over $300 complete for both of
Yeah.
them.
We'll keep you guys posted. This is quite the journey of a collection.
Hey, Sky Guy, what you up to?
Okay, so these are all the SNES manuals, and there are tons. So most of the, like, Dracula X.
Wow.
Just
hanging out.
So we actually have it complete, and Matt and I were like looking to compare to see, well, one's beautiful. This thing is beautiful.
That is
I hardly want to
amazing.
touch it. The box like only a little bit of edge. It is just so good.
Yeah.
All the sides of them. But essentially, another issue we've found ourselves in is there's some NES manuals mixed up in here. We did find the ones for Dragon Warrior, which is nice. They're not in as good a shape as I would have hoped, unfortunately. But the rest of it is really good. There's like Mega Man X2. There's a Mega Man X3 in here. I'm just kind of organizing them all by letter. Or in this case, number, 7th Saga. There are some absolute bangers, like $50, $60, $70 manuals. So like, look, Dracula X, Dennis the Menace, Doom Troopers, Darius Twin, Donkey Kong Country, Doom. There's just a bunch of Demon's Crest. There's 2 of these in here, by the way. Like, let me find the other one. So this is like the level of just stuff. So maybe that's a good one. Demolition Man, Dark Water. Another Demon's Crest. I wasn't lying. Look at all the Donkey Kong Countries. Another Dennis the Menace.
How much money is just in paper right here?
Just in paper? Honestly, like thousands. I couldn't tell you like an exact amount. My honest guess, with some of them being like $100 themselves just for the manual, probably 3,000 comfortably.
Yeah.
It is day 4 of going through this ridiculous collection, and we've made a pretty good stride on the NES. You can see all of these beautiful box games. We actually have them like auction ready. So the games are connected with the boxes.
Man, Toxic Crusaders.
I mean, it is endless, the quality. And these are in no particular order. Are these kind of alphabetical?
They're roughly alphabetical, but there's a few that like we had a tough time pairing some of these.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yes.
here's Secret Storm. That one's like over $500. Spoon, I think, is over $500. Defenders of Dynatron City.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
That's a clean box too.
Oh my gosh, Moon Ranger. That's right.
Oh yeah, we got the black cartridge.
So
of that.
Moon Ranger black cartridge. That's going to be well over $1,000 complete, and it has the matching.
It's so rare that like there's very little comps on it. So
yeah,
very cool stuff there. But that's not all.
Yeah.
There's all of this, which is, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And the NES quality of the boxes is pretty universally awesome on this collection. So, I mean, there's definitely some that have some wear. There's some former rentals and stuff like that. But even if it was a rental, if there were stickers on the cartridge, it's usually on the back and not on the sticker. So it's like easy to remove type stuff.
And I believe these ones that we've scooted out are ones that don't have manuals.
Guys, you wouldn't believe how long this took. I mean, it was so many hours.
Like 60 combined man hours.
Yeah.
Probably.
So right now, Alpal is upstairs selling some of the NES cartridges, because we have so much invested into this collection. It's 4 days after getting it, and we haven't been able to sell anything from it until today, which is good.
There's a lot of people pumped for it.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people have been, we've been teasing it a little bit on Instagram here and there. We still have like this bin full of the heaviest cartridges. These he'll probably be selling like tomorrow or the next day, and those, but he took up like 3 or 4 bins, so he'll probably sell a few hundred. Yeah, that's just chilling. We have another bin of Nintendo Powers. All this said, like, you should follow us on Whatnot. Kind of a quick shameless plug there, because we process through things very quickly, and that's where a lot of the cool retro goes.
So we try and plan it to where you guys can see this stuff, and then we have the auction, but in this case, this video is coming out after a lot of it's gone, so. We're
gonna be doing big auction on April 12th.
Yes, and potentially the day this video comes out, the 29th.
Yes.
March 29th is gonna be a big one.
So if that comes out, then a lot of the box stuff, we're not selling any of the box stuff in the regular afternoon auctions. Those will be March 29th and April 12th. But we gotta get to all this stuff, because that's gonna be part of those. And
yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. We have all of these extra manuals. We've already discussed, hi Matt. We've already discussed that a lot of these manuals could be in better shape than these ones that are currently in the boxes, or there could be just some missing entirely. At the minimum, we're gonna have to open up each box just to verify that the manual is in there, and then maybe we can separate them similarly to how we have the NES ones. I think anything that you want to keep or upgrade for your collection, we should definitely set aside somewhere. But what I also want to do is, we have the shelf behind us, and typically for big collection videos like this, we try and set some stuff aside. So what I'm thinking is, as we go through these in roughly alphabetical order, you pick out which ones you think are worth over $250. There's about 80. Oh. In this collection as a whole, there were over 350 items that were worth over $100. The average price per item on just the SNES stuff is $117.
The average.
The average.
That's what we're talking about, guys. These 7 bins, hundreds of games, average $117.
Not factoring in condition, the approximate value of just SNES stuff is $80,000.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Box number 1. Let me just say, this is bonkers. my guy.
Amen, brother. That's well said. Let's look at that one.
I don't even know what that is. Whoa. Okay.
Capcom game.
So probably some good value.
Likely. I gotta say, there's a lot of like weirdly uncommon games on SNES that could be over 250 bucks. It's gonna be very hard to get all of them because just on the first glance, I'm getting like this one. This is not a game you see every day. Capcom Night in Busyland.
Kakoma Night in Busyland.
Whoa. I read that way wrong. Thank you.
Yeah, like that's super interesting.
Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna officially guess it. This is an Atlas game. Another just, what is that? Like
Blazion?
Blazion, the Bio-Cyborg Challenge. Like, is that just uncommon with not much value, or is that uncommon with value? I don't know, but it's an Atlas game, so
It's
most
probably
Atlas
good.
games are pretty good. They didn't steer us wrong many times.
Here, The Adventures of Dr. Frankenstein. I know we have 2 bonus manuals on this guy.
Just Dr. Franken.
Oh, wow. The Adventures of Dr. Franken. Look at him go.
Another
Yeah,
fairly
So
uncommon
let's check out the
game.
manual on that one, because I
Okay,
know we
you
do
know-
have
you
a
know we
couple.
have one?
Yeah, we have 2.
It's decent.
I mean, it's pretty darn good.
It's got the reg card and everything.
Oh, man, look, Alien versus Predator.
That's a clean looking box too. It's just crazy, man. Seeing all these in one place. Outrageous. As far as games valued over 250 bucks, that is a very, very tough.
Whoa, what is
Yeah, that's
Brandish?
Brandish. Unlock the Underworld. I'm gonna guess like these two, because they just look wild. And from the top row, I think that's all that I will be guessing, though there is the 7th Saga. There's
By
Biometal.
Enoch. Oh, that feels.
There's Axelay.
This feels nice.
There's this one too.
What is
What
that?
the heck is it?
The Adventure of Kid Cleats?
Yeah.
With a pig boy?
There's so many games. Axelay. Axelay could.
Shoot, there's a
cross
Castlevania
it.
4. Maybe that does.
That's certainly over 100, I would guess. But
Yeah, and
Breath
either-
of Fire 2, like that one's kind of got a rough box. Biometal's probably over 100. It's just 250 is kind of that next big level. I'll guess Axelay, but I'll kind of just guess these 3 and
Okay, so your guesses, while they were good guesses, they're all wrong.
none of those over 250.
None of those are over
All over
250.
100?
All over 100 for sure. I mean, I can at least say that. One that's really big is Captain Novolin.
So I missed this one.
Yes.
I have
So,
never seen that.
it's like a guy like fighting sugar. Look at that.
Yeah, it literally is. What is this?
I don't know.
Aliens disguised as sugary foods have captured the mayor of Pineville, leaping maniac donuts and dodging ice cream blobs.
That
This
sounds really
game
fun.
is wild. Has anybody ever played it? It even says diabetes on the bottom.
Really?
Diabetes management.
That's for me. Chase.
It's an action-packed adventure that teaches you about diabetes management.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Captain Novolin, like Novolog, the
You kind of look like him too. Oh, is that what it comes from?
Maybe. Somebody tell Nova Nordisk.
Well, that's yours.
Oh, it is made by Nova Nordisk.
Yes!
Woo! Representation.
I feel like we have to tell the people why this game means.
I'm type 1 diabetic.
There you go. Oh, a lot of people probably don't know
In case
that.
you didn't assume, you
Oh,
couldn't.
it's got. That's like the old school checking your blood sugar with color strips.
That is insane.
That's how they did it in the 90s.
So that game right there, complete, is $405 on price charting.
I'm gonna stop waving it around.
It's yours.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Learn about diabetes.
So we'll put that one
put
up
it
on the
top.
shelf. The other ones can come down. But maybe what we'll do is we'll get this whole first row kind of undone, and then we'll look at the second layer.
Let's do it. Well, it's another beautiful layer of games, guys. This is an outrageous collection. Just quickly noting some big titles like Bartletoads and Bartle Maniacs.
That's good.
That is very nice. Boogerman is here.
A classic, the pick and flick adventure.
Yes.
Blackthorn. That's really
Blackthorn
big
is
on
big.
pretty
That's
much
a
any
pretty
console.
clean looking box. Yep. Oh yeah.
He's cool looking. We do have a bonus manual for that guy as well. I want to get a look at every single cover art, but it's going to be impossible.
Yeah, we'll just try to point out some of the most interesting ones like this.
We'll show you the ones that you
Beebs
won't
Kids.
find often. What? Ooh, you have the
That's
Rock
cool.
when he
Yep.
was skinny.
That's him.
The skinny Rock.
That's the one.
gonna-
Actraiser 2 might be close. I'm gonna say no.
Whoa.
No.
man.
The box has a little sun fading there.
We have an extra manual on that. No, we have a poster on that.
All right, nice.
Poster. I'll just show off the rest of these guys. Arrow the Acrobat, that's a pretty decent one. I've never seen this game. An American Tail, Fievel Goes West.
Can I see that cartridge?
Yeah, you can.
This might be a heavy. Oh yeah.
Sometimes you can just tell by the cartridge, it brings you back.
Like I've seen it like at a convention or something. It
No
doesn't have
idea.
the manual though.
I mean, you might as well take a guess. There's no...
All right, I'll throw it in. I'll
Okay.
throw it in over 250.
And then Batman and Robin. We both know this is a good one. That's a good box.
That's a great box. I'm gonna say this in complete condition might cross that 250, but not by much. But I'm gonna guess it. Artie Lightfoot.
What the heck is this? Titus? Some games just have that look, guys. Anytime you're
Yes.
finding these games in the wild.
Anytime I see something like weird art, unpopular as far as sales go, I am intrigued at the potential for value, which Super Nintendo has a lot of those types of games, which was my 3 guesses last time, and I was wrong. But I'm gonna throw this in my guess pile as well. We got ActRaiser 1 there too, which is another heavy. It's an unbelievable bin of games.
Alien 3 is pretty decent.
That's a solid. It's just 250 is such a high bar. I'm gonna guess these 3, and we'll see if I'm right, and then we'll move on to the next bin.
All right, so all of these were pretty much correct. This one is 440.
Oh, wow.
I believe both of these are around like that 350 to 380 mark. So it's pretty nuts. And then Artie Lightfoot is just one of those games exactly like you said. Just a platformer that's relatively scarce, somewhat fun, so it has some value combined with its rarity. It makes it up there.
So that's 4 games on the 250 shelf from the first bin, but there's over 80 in this SNES collection. So we'll pick up the pace as we go through the next bins and see what else we got.
Okay, so we're going through and we're pairing some more manuals, and Matt told us some pretty funny facts about the Novolin. So apparently only 10,000 copies were distributed to hospitals. Apparently you can also only attack while you're jumping.
And the game is, for those that have played it, absolutely horrible.
Yeah, apparently one review says you'll start rooting for diabetes. It's so bad.
Sweet mercy. No game is that bad, but
Matt approved.
Matt approves. It's okay. He can say it.
If you guys have any stories about any of these crazy games that we're finding, we love learning. Put them in the comments and educate
please
each other
do.
too.
That
That's
one
gonna be
was
great.
fun.
All right, box number 2.
I'm just gonna pull this out right away. This is definitely gonna be over 250.
Wow.
I think just the cartridge might be. Evo, The Search for Eden.
Well, I know for a fact that one's up there on the shelf. Value, I don't know, we'll pop it up right here.
Complete, by the way.
Yes.
It's another Alice game you wouldn't expect, GP1.
Oh.
Yeah, and then First Samurai, which is definitely decent. But let's go through quickly and point out maybe some interesting. You got Earthworm Jim in there,
Just classics.
F-Zero. These have like particularly like good color.
Yeah, these ones do. Flintstone, the movie? Look at that.
Flintstones, that I don't remember how valuable that is. Final Fight 2 is definitely
Oh,
expensive.
Freddie
Now,
Mercury.
This one, I think this is the good one.
Treasures of Sierra Mad Rock. I didn't
I'm
know that
gonna-
there was a good one for SNES.
I'm gonna guess that is over
Still,
250.
Still a Taito game.
Yep. And then
Fighters History. What is that?
I don't know, but I like it.
I like that too.
I'm gonna guess. Be careful.
Oh.
Don't drop it, Skyler.
Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, sir. Fatal Fury Special.
I like Fatal.
What is that? You got like Redneck Steve fighting
Oh yeah,
me.
that's a good time. There's regular Fatal Fury, but Final Fight 3 I know is
Wow.
a heavy. I'm gonna predict that's over 250.
That is cool.
There's GP1 Part 2.
Wait, what? That's got to be something, right?
One of those might be. That's very random.
Who knows?
Some usually racing games, like games like that aren't.
Fire Striker. It's just so cool. All these games.
I cannot recall ever seeing that. I don't
knows?
know. I'll guess that's over 250. Gun Force.
Whoa,
That's such a cool box art.
that's cool. Family Feud. Family Feud. There it is.
Nope, don't like you pointing that one out. There's too many good games to point out Family Feuds, guy. Family Dog.
What is that?
Matt's played it. Look
Man.
at that. I certainly could have missed stuff in this row.
I see some pretty nuts stuff in the second row, so let's just quickly get all this stuff off because it's.
We got to see if my 4 guesses are right, but should I guess the next row too, and we'll just do it
Yeah.
all in one sweep? Let's do it. Well, we're down to row 2, and I'm already seeing one that I'm assuming you saw.
Yes. I mean,
Demon's Crest, which is complete, and
we have 2 bonus manuals.
dang.
Yeah.
Well, we'll still have to compare them. But I'm gonna put that in the over 250 category for sure. You got Double Dragon 5. I love that, the art on that. Dig and Spike, volleyball.
There you
let's
go.
see.
DK3, a classic.
I love that game. Such a good game. 2 is my favorite.
Dragon View. That's close.
It's gotta be close. Superman.
This makes it very
Dragon
challenging.
Slayer. This is tough.
Oh, Bram Stoker's
There's
Dracula.
my favorite one though.
Diddy Kong 2. We have like 4 extra manuals of just that one. Various Twin. All right.
This is a renovation game.
Whoa, renovation. There we go.
Sega Genesis has a lot of renovation games, and almost always those ones are either good games, sought after, rare, valuable. I check one of the boxes. So this one, I don't know, but I'm gonna guess Doomsday Warrior is over that 250 mark. This one looks awesome too. Dungeon Master. I don't know if that's over 250 though. Dream TV, Doom Troopers. Okay, Carrier Aces, Contra 3 is a great one. The Alien Wars, a lot of iconic titles like that. Chuck Rock is in here. There's another Contra 3.
Oh.
Captain America.
Same with,
I'm gonna lock in these guesses right here.
Okay, Chase. That is the correct answers. So number 1, Fire Striker.
Fire Striker, did I guess that one?
Yes, you did. That one right there.
Oh
So
yes, because it looks so weird.
Yeah, that
253.
barely slipped in.
Let's go. Okay, Final Fight 3, 444. That's actually higher than I expected. Well, I knew Evo was huge, but 688, sweet mercy.
Yeah, and this one's in good shape too.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
this is just price charting values. Could be a lot more, could be less.
Demon's Crest, 418.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That's actually slightly lower than I expected. I was expecting maybe about
And
500.
then out of all of these, I think that was it. You missed
Oh,
two.
so Dragon View, okay.
Yes, so you were right on this one. So
Yeah, I
Dragon,
suspected maybe it was, but
Yeah, so this is a
300.
Chemco game. So this is an ARPG that is it was either a hit or miss with people because there's like side-scrolling elements, RPG elements, just a lot of interesting mishmash of gameplay.
Yeah.
And so some people loved it, some people hated it. I think it's cool.
Fun in Games, $650?
Yeah,
Where the heck is that?
down here. Brother, we missed
Whoa.
that one. Who would have thought? But my guess is nobody wanted this game.
Some people in the comments or in the watching this video were like, "Fun and games, there's fun and games," and we completely overlooked it. That's wild. I mean, the average Joe would have no idea that this game is
I
special.
didn't. It's fun and games. So it looks
Even
like
the,
a kid's game. I mean,
those that have dealt with video games for a while.
we have to reform our thinking. There's a dinosaur coloring game that's
That's
$100
true.
bucks. And then in the last bin, we actually missed one. We completely overlooked
Oh,
this.
really?
Casper, $450.
I did not realize that
I
at all.
love your reaction on that.
Oh my gosh.
So apparently this is the only good Casper game because I remember on the Game Boy, it's almost unplayable. It's just mini games that are really bad. They just kind of port it over. Is it on NES as well? I think it is. Probably just as bad.
If it is, we probably have it. This one didn't have the manual, and I assume that put it below the.
Yeah, so if that was complete, it would be $300 and
Oh,
it'd be
okay.
there. So that's the
Okay.
story on that. Fighter's history is around 100. Doomsday Warrior, I honestly forget. This is already taken a couple hours.
This is unbelievable, man. Next bin. The Lufias are interesting. This is a Taito and then a Natsumi
Oh,
for Lufia 1 and 2. I really like this one. King Arthur, the Knights of Justice.
whoa.
I'm gonna guess that is over 250.
Oh, goodness. Musia? I think that's a big game.
I have no idea. Musha for Sega Genesis is. I'm gonna guess it. Entertainment Mountain Bike Rally. I can't remember if that's up there, but I think that is something.
Pac-Man Math Blaster.
Lemmings 2 is there.
What is Lemmings 2?
That's the sequel to the first one.
Oh,
The Legend of Mystical Ninja is definitely a
there
good
we go.
one. I don't know if it's over 250 though. It's such a high number. King Arthur's World. That's so cool.
no instructions. Right, maybe it was
Thank you for
completed
letting
after
us know
though.
so aggressively. King of Dragons.
That's cool.
And then Knights of the Round.
Whoa. Capcom
I think
games.
like both of those are around $100 cartridge, so I'm gonna put them both over 250 in complete condition.
Kirby's Dream Course, that's cool. What is that?
Kendo Rage. Well, those are my guesses,
What,
but let's
what about
get to the.
Lord of Darkness?
Ooh, did I skip over that? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice that.
What is that? And then also Lock On, isn't that one oddly? Or am I thinking of like a submarine? I don't know.
Dude, there's so many great games in here. I'll lock in those four. We'll get to the next row. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby!
you noticed it too.
Uh-huh.
That's the first thing I noticed.
That is in good shape, dude. Please be careful. Careful, SpongeBob. Wow.
That is a massive game. I think the cartridge is over 250 bucks on this guy.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like I might remember the number, but I think that's like pushing 800 or something like that.
yeah, I'm gonna lock that in.
That is wild.
What is this?
Incantation. Whoa. It's another Titus game. That could be pretty good.
Yeah, Titus is aging pretty well here for value at least.
Yeah.
I'll guess that one.
Joe and Mac 2?
Dang, dude.
Imagine getting that for $14.95.
A lot of these were that price.
Yeah. So this guy, Chase, let's give him a
Yeah.
little backstory.
Yeah. The original collector was a diehard in the late 90s, early 2000s. The way that he acquired most of these games was by mailing letters to stores that were either open or that were closing down with lists of games he was looking for. So that's what some of these letters are, but in addition to that, a lot of these letters are actually addressed to Nintendo of America. And we're either saying, hey, just so you know, there's a glitch in this game, or this is a great tip to put in Nintendo Power for this game. And they actually like use some of those tips, put them in Nintendo Powers, or fixed games, patched them because of his letters. That's the collection.
There are dozens of like responses from different people.
Yeah.
Just read the top part.
This one says, "Congratulations on conquering 2 more games, Agent 777. Accomplishments like yours are always impressive. Thanks for sharing them with us." And then this is signed from Nintendo of America, January 31st, 1994. I was only about 20 years old then, which is insane. But Bonk's Adventure, Flintstones 2, some heavy games here listed.
It's requested for his name to be private, so we're not showing the full letter, but
Yeah.
that is cool.
Yeah, they're literally like, hey, since you liked those games, you might like these. That's what Nintendo's saying to him, which I love.
It's such cool
That's so old
history.
school, man. Yeah, that's awesome. The story behind this is so cool, so that adds some specialness to these. You got Jam It, let's see, the Jetsons. Now for NES, this is huge. So I'm gonna guess that is over 250. This is one of the greatest values in a cartridge. Kirby Superstar, 8 games in 1.
Hurricanes?
Oh, that's not what I'm owing, though that might be good.
I think that's worth owing over.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, what got me was Home Improvement.
Wait, what?
This is a weird one, but this is a pretty darn uncommon SNES game.
Really?
And it might be over 250 in the box. It kind of doesn't feel like the manual's there, so. Yeah, it's not there. It's boxed. Without the manual, I'm gonna say no, but I would say it's probably still over 150, 200.
Okay.
But I'm gonna throw in Hurricanes, since I've never seen that, and you seem intrigued. That's my guesses. This is absolutely insane how much is here, but we'll see what I got right and what I didn't.
All right, I made you a stack of stickies in order.
Knights of the Round, looks like I was correct there. $254 value.
That's
Just
nice.
barely slid in. Oh, Lufia 2 did make it. 311.
Made the cut.
I took that back out. King of Dragons. Okay, got
Right
that
here.
one too.
Nice. That's just so cool. How much was that?
$325. Then we have Home Improvement.
So it says it's complete on the list, and so if the manual isn't in here,
It still would probably be over 250. 366 complete. Manual I don't think is in there. I don't know if it's in the stack somewhere.
yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. We'll have to look.
We'll check after this. Imperium.
Yes. So Imperium
Don't think. Oh,
is
there
here.
it is.
Yeah.
All right.
It's got that look to it.
It has the look.
And then next up, yep, Incantation.
Oh wow, 542 bucks.
Yep.
Harvest Moon 801.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This next one is ridiculous. Hurricanes 1072. Are you kidding me?
And that is clean. Dude, the insides are beautiful.
Yes, that's great.
How is this a holy grail?
Oh dude, it's so minty. It's got everything with it.
Man,
The bagged cartridge.
this price starts a little under 1,100, but like what could it sell for?
Dude, this kind of looks like a name your price copy because
You're not gonna find another one.
One of one.
Yeah,
And I bet
man.
you the original collector searched so hard for this before
Mm-hmm.
anybody cared. And probably was like, I finally got Hurricanes, you know?
Yeah.
I can just picture him targeting this one, and finally some random store had it. He's excited.
Is there a price sticker on it?
It does not have one,
Wow.
which I'm thankful for.
Okay, so Musia was also good. I don't know why it wasn't on my list. 355.
And this game, Hurricane, it's apparently also terrible.
Yeah. Negative reviews because it played terrible compared to all other sports games.
Just incredibly rare. Sometimes games are worth money just because they're incredibly rare. That's one of them. Sometimes they're good and rare, like Little Samson for NES. But we can get this one out of the way and move on to this one. I'm already seeing some massive heavies in here.
Oh my.
Well, this box has some bangers on the top. I gotta ask you guys though, at this point, in the video, like what's been your favorite game that you've seen so far, most surprising, just something that stuck out. I'm curious because there's so many insane things that I'm curious what you guys are thinking in the comments. Let me know. And I also gotta say, guys, we are officially going to Midwest Gaming Classic. It's a great convention. It's gonna be my first time there. Friends have gone, say it's great. The promoters have been super, super kind. It's a show that you gotta come out. We're gonna be buying, we're gonna be going crazy. So if you have like a collection or something, hit us up if you wanna sell it there. Make
We
us
already
a
have
deal.
one person that's doing it and selling
We have
us
one
some-
giant collection that's going down, potentially more in the works. If you're a vendor, if you're anything, if you're just gonna come, please come, say hi, hang out with us. It really, truly means a lot to be able to meet you guys in person. But here we have Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, an absolute massive, absolutely for sure over 250 bucks. Logic Bomb is it? Oh,
What is that? Operation Logic Bomb.
That's a really weird box, but just because of the condition and it doesn't feel complete, I'm gonna say probably not over 250, but
Oscar, that's a Titus game.
yeah, I'm gonna put that in.
Oh, I recognize that
I think
one.
this is a huge one.
Yeah.
I think we've only ever sold a busted up cartridge.
Yes. Yep,
Okay.
that's the only reason why I remember
And it was
that.
still expensive.
Ogre Battle.
Yeah.
You already know.
You're getting better at this, man. We have
Obitus.
Obitus.
I'm guessing no. It looks like a puzzle game.
Oh, Pocky and Rocky.
This is what got you started?
Yeah, this was one of the very first games I played. I beat it co-op with a buddy. Bought his collection, and he had like the Mega Mans, the Pocky and Rockies, all these games that I didn't know were expensive. So this is very nostalgic to me. I think I have it boxed in my collection, but I'm gonna double check. Pocky and Rocky 1 and 2 are going in my collection if I don't.
I know you for sure have the cartridges, the original cartridges.
Yeah, I got one of them boxed recently. I just can't remember which one, but the Lynx is always just a unique. That's good.
What about Power Pig? That's another Titus
Power
game.
Pigs.
Whoa. Of the
I think-
Dark Age.
I think that might be a very.
I think we've had a cartridge of that one as well.
Yes, that's why it's in my head. Same with like Power Instinct. Yeah, a lot of the games came from whatever store priced them like this. Here's another one at $10.95, same game store. So this would have been a big buyout.
Yeah. So because that's what he was doing. Stores that were closing, he would message them and say, "This is what I'm looking for. I'll buy these," or maybe even just buy them out.
OG hustler collector, and he actually had a goal to open up a retail space.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Never got around to doing that, but
Metal Morph.
what the heck is that? It's just so many games I haven't seen. I've been selling SNES games for so long and collecting, and at least I haven't consciously been aware that I saw it. Metal Morph, I'm gonna guess as well. That's 7 guesses from just the top row. Let's get to the bottom row though. All right, we got most of the next row.
That's pretty cool. It's like a
That is cool.
Daffy. No, not Daffy Duck.
I had that
It's
as a
Maui
kid.
Mallard. Oh, Chase.
Wait. That,
I didn't think
you said that was manual only.
I thought so too. Holy cow.
Mega Man X3, guys. I do not have this.
Holy cow.
This-
Not complete.
No, this is episode 1 of Chase After the Right Price. This was the game we got at a
That's so
garage
cool.
sale. I went back and paid more because didn't realize it was there initially.
Is that a manual too? What?
This is sick. Well,
I think that might make the shelf. It's cutting it close.
yeah, it's making my shelf.
Okay.
But yes,
That's
that's
so clean.
yeah. I love that. So we have 2 manuals for this then, or at least
That is-
an extra one.
Yeah.
Oh, right next to
What the heck?
Soccer and Metal Warriors.
Oh my goodness. This is nuts.
I mean,
Sorry
it's
if we're kinda
disgusting, this
speechless.
collection.
It's disgusting. It's vile. It's sick.
It is wild. Or Mega Man Soccer is going in my collection for sure, by the way. That's probably over 250.
I think you just have the cartridge. You beat that game, right?
Yes, I love that game. Shoot from the corner of the goal box.
What would you guess the value of X3 around complete?
650. That'd be my guess.
Really?
Yeah.
The manual's 300 and the cartridge is,
Maybe it's more.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Nabunaga's Ambition is an interesting one. Ninja Warriors, I think is
That's a Taito game.
yeah, I think it's like maybe $100 cartridge. There's no manual.
We
in
picked that one
here.
up at Siege recently.
Yeah, we did.
We got the cartridge. I think you're right about it being around 100.
But it's boxing game only, so it's going to be close. I'll still guess it. Uncharted Waters, New Horizons is there. That's a good one for sure. Mohawk? Mohawk and headphone jack. Headphone jack. How is that a game? All right, we got the Mohawk and headphone jack are funky, flexible life forms who can morph and completely change their shape. Normally laid back, these gelatinous guys are forced into a battle to protect their party lifestyle from the militant forces of General Head Slot. But I will guess the mask.
Really?
For being over
With Drew
250.
Carey?
James
Oh, James Carey.
Cameron. Yep. All right, War of the Gems is very cool. Probably not quite over 250, but this box is ridiculous. The most guesses over 250 out of one bin, I think, so far. I don't know if I'm right, but I know I'm right on some.
There could still be more. There was that one Bix box
Well said.
that had a bunch of like Final Fantasy type stuff, but it was in the later letters, so there could be a bunch more just mixed in.
All right.
Let's
well,
look.
let's get our finalized over 250s here.
The results are in.
Okay, good. The mask, I was correct. $412.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pocky and Rocky,
A
which
classic.
might be staying with me.
Where'd that one go?
Right there,
Oh.
359. Oscar, we were correct on that. 396. This Titus Games is definitely going to be one to look for. In the
Yeah,
future.
they pretty much solidified.
There's a lot of heavies for them. Ogre Battle, $518. Just that manual is probably over $100. If I had to
Yeah.
guess. Ninja Warriors, wow, I didn't expect over 500. 523.
On Ninja Warriors?
Yeah.
Man,
Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, $400. Mega Man Soccer, $350.
not as much as I originally thought, but I'm
The
also
cartridge, I think, is
I'm
under
desensitized
$100.
to these games now, so
Yeah.
it starts getting nutty from here.
Oh wow, Mega Man X3 is over 1,000. Oh,
That's a big collection ad, brother.
that is insane. And you put a game on here that was not in this bin,
What
but
did
it gets me very excited.
What did I do?
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Oh shoot. Okay.
It will be a collection piece.
Oh, I guess I forgot what I did.
Metal Warriors, $9.99.
Dude, I'm ticked. I was like, that's about $1,000, right? It's literally $9.99 and 10 cents on
$9.99.
price charting.
So I only got
Yes.
1,
so
2, 3, 4
So
wrong.
I didn't look up what these guys are. I know that one's still a really good game. Be on the lookout. This one Matt said was like $75. And then is there anything else about this game?
So GamePro reviewed it at one point and said that the game was different, yes. Fun, no.
It's a good review. Shout out to Game Bro. The final 3 bins. That box is in terrible condition, which is sad because I've never seen this, and I think it could be very expensive. Love that. Skulljagger. What a wild name for a game. Super Adventure Island 2 is there. Samurai Showdown.
Sonic
what is
Last
this?
Man 2. Oh, that's got everything, dude. It's got the cool name. It's Taito, and it looks cool.
It's got it all. I agree.
Say no more.
Soul Blazers here. Super Turrican 2.
Oh yeah.
Yup.
Super Double Dragon.
Super Double Dragon. Super Mario All Stars.
Another great value. Here's a Atlas.
Oh, Super Widget. I know the
Nice.
NES widget's quite expensive. We'll throw it there. It's got to be.
Wait, is that another?
There's Super Turrican 1, so we
Oh.
did have both of them now.
Okay.
Street Fighter Alpha.
Separation anxiety. Just
Oh, I
look
love
at that
this
art,
box.
brother.
Yeah. Then we have Space Ace. I'm
By-
gonna guess
by
that's
Absolute.
Yeah, it's
Recognize
an
that?
uncommon one for sure. I've seen it before.
It's like Disney. Shadowrun.
Yeah, that's a good eye. I'm gonna say it probably doesn't quite cross.
I know it's good. I would agree with
It
you.
is over 100 for sure.
What is Syndicate?
Syndicate. I can't even picture
By
that
Ocean.
box.
Whoa.
That is wild.
It's so
That's
tough because you
terrifying.
just can't look at that. Like, basic green letters, and you get that cool thing. Street Combat. Shane's Revenge.
Any of those could be. I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
I am stumped, but I'm gonna lock in those 5, and then we'll get to the next
let's
row.
just pull these out.
Let's just do it live. Here we go.
Snow White. Wait,
Dude,
I think
I'm
that
gonna
one's
put that
good.
in.
I think that one's
I'll put
actually
that
really
in.
good.
That's very uncommon. We got one of these in the Phoenix resale convention buyout when we bought out this booth.
Yeah. This
Oh, is this the yeah, the Robocop? That's so cool, isn't it?
whole Chase, can you have to keep that.
I'll keep
Don't-
that.
don't-
That is so-
don't-
I
don't
do
get
love
rid of
this
that.
thing.
Matt, look at this.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's actually plastic.
What?
It opens like that.
Why didn't they do that more?
That's so awesome.
Why didn't they do that more?
This came from Bob's
cool.
Superstore.
Bob, shout out to Bob.
Run Saber. Oh yeah,
Look at
that's a heavy. Radical Psycho Racing Machine. Ooh, Rock and Roll Racing is a nice one. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is a nice one. What the heck is this?
Rap Jam?
Yeah, Rap Jam Volume 1. Ooh, R-Type 3 and
Oh.
Ranma, which is a manga series. I'm gonna guess
And
that.
it has Po from the Kung Fu Panda series as well.
R-Type 3 is here. Ranma is there. I'm guessing both of those will
Rampart.
make it. And then we have Romance 3, which you do not see the third one very often. I'm gonna guess that one could cross it as well.
I like this one.
I do too. I didn't guess initially. I'll stick without it, even
Okay.
though I totally could be wrong. Okay, next row in the bottom.
The Pirates of Darkwater.
Darkwater.
I think that one's good.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia 2, PTO. Pieces is an Atlas game. It's kind of cool. Paladin's Quest is cool. Kind of looks like the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
Raid and Trad?
Yeah, that probably is above. Robo Trek.
Oh, Romance of the Three Kingdoms 4?
Yeah, so we have all three. I've never seen all three together. Rocky Rodent. I'm gonna guess Rex Ronan just because I have not seen that.
What is he?
Well,
Is
he's
he
an
a
experimental surgeon, yeah.
Oh, gosh, I didn't even read that. I was like, he looks like a surgeon. Wait, is that the game with the that goes with the diabetes game?
Oh, yes.
We have it, Matt.
These games are related,
They
or
were made by the same person.
Rex Ronan was made by the diabetes people. There it is.
Diabetes people.
No, it was made by the same guy, not funded by the same company.
Oh, made by the same guy. Okay. Rex Ronan is a true departure in the world of Super NES games, being both fun to play and informative on a subject of vital importance.
Wow.
Nintendo Power said that in 1993.
Did this get 10,000 copies as well?
We'll look.
Well, because it's an educational game of 1993, I'm going to guess it's very rare and didn't sell well and was terrible.
I
So
like
I'm going
it.
to put it there.
We have a lot locked in here. Goodness.
Yes, this was
What
a
is
ridiculous
the
bit.
last? What is this?
What the heck am I looking at?
Realm.
I've just never seen these.
It's like Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
He looks just like Kevin Bacon.
For Kevin Bacon, we have to get. What is
RoboCop
this?
3. What is? Rise of the Caleb.
Sure, we'll guess it. We'll guess it. Shout out Phoenix Resale if you haven't heard of them.
Okay, let's figure out if these make it.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Another batch of over $250 games, and this is a thick one. Soul Blazer.
You did not guess this
I didn't
one.
even guess it. I mean, I knew that was good. I didn't expect over 250.
There you go.
Run Saber. Yes, got that one correct.
That's cool. 338.
And then surprising to me is Robotrek at $300. Oh, right there. Robotrek, another Enix game. R-Type 3, I mean, that is heavy. $800. Good night. SWAT Cat, $665. I am glad I guessed that. Ours is probably a little below that with its rough condition. Sonic Blastman 2 is $800.
Yeah.
Did not realize it was that high. Super Turrican 2 is $701.
That 1695 aged pretty well.
And then Syndicate, $450.
I
did not
thought
guess
I
that.
recognized it.
You were onto something there.
Okay, and then there is also Super Adventure Island 2.
Okay.
I forget what that one's valued at, but,
But it's over
we'll,
250?
Yeah, we'll find out in a sec.
Okay. Spanky's Quest, Super Punch Out, Spider-Man X-Men, Secret of Evermore is nice. Super Ninja Boy, or Secret of Evermore, which is nice. Super Troll Islands, that could be really good, but I don't know.
Tecmo Secret of the Stars.
That's a heavy for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it, but Tecmo?
Yeah, this is definitely a different game for them. It's an RPG.
Because like they make Tecmo Super Bowls,
Right, which
and one of those is good, right?
we do have the good one.
Let's go.
Tecmo Super Bowl 2. I'm gonna guess both of those are over 250.
Ooh, I know this one.
Oh yeah, Spike
McFang.
McFang is well over 250. All right, Time Tracks. What the heck is that? Top Gear 3000. That
Really?
just might be. I
got
don't know. It
aliens.
might not be over 250, but it's definitely a
Top
good
Gear
one.
games are cool.
What the heck is this? Another
Time Cop. Throttlers?
Throttlers. I'm gonna guess that.
That's
T2,
cool.
I don't think is very good. There's Judgment Day and the arcade game. One of them might be.
I swear one of them
And
is
then
better
Time
than the
Slip.
This is a good little section. Let's just go dive deeper. Take out this
Yeah.
chunk.
Let's go for it. Okay,
I see
Super
Atlas.
Dallas jumps out to me right away.
That's gotta be.
That is awesome. Look at that.
It's a robot knight
Artwork.
on a fire-breathing tiger fighting a woman.
That is insane. I like that a lot. Soldiers of Fortune, maybe, but I got it for sure right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Space Megaforce. Oh, it's a
Condition
rough
on that
box,
one's a
though.
little unfortunate.
It's still going to be well over 250. And then right next to it, Skyblazer and Sparkster.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about Skyblazer.
They might both be over 250. I'm going to guess Sparkster
I feel
for
like
sure.
Sparkster is, yeah.
Skyblazer's a maybe.
Okay, what about Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
Not quite, but that is a good one. It's an iconic title, probably over 100. Strike Gunner, SGG. I'm gonna guess that is something. It could be 50 bucks. It could be 300.
Ooh, that one.
I stinking love this game. Sunset Riders, Feed It with Brother Dave, co-op. We got more Star Trek. We got Super Gold 2. There's another Super Turrican, SOS.
Super Bonk?
That is super cool.
That?
It could be, man. Okay, so SOS.
There's 2 SOS games, right?
Yes, and I think they're both very expensive. SOS, one of them is like sink or swim.
This is just
This is the other one.
SOS.
Just straight up SOS. Been dizzy. What is this? Steel Talons, Sim Ant. Oh, here
Oh,
it
there's
is.
the other SOS.
Sink or swim.
Oh, that one's a Titus game.
Supernova is a Taito game. Wow, look at that.
What is that? What?
That looks awesome.
What am I looking at?
Prepare for the flight of your life in a no-holds-barred battle for survival. Supernova offers 3 fighter options, a power balance system, and other exciting new features. There's really not much going on in the back of the box.
What?
Very limited, but I'm going to say that's
rush
probably
that game out.
uncommon. Ooh, we got stone protectors. That's
There
a
we
big
go.
one. Those are my guesses. Beautiful, beautiful bin of games. And I honestly think the last bin is going to be the best because I know at least 2 games that are in it, and they're nice.
Okay, I got the next set.
All right, so pretty good stack here. Spike McFang, we were correct, and that is about a $500 game in complete condition. Super Valis. So we had 2 of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to check out the second one, but wow, Sunset Riders had more value than I thought. I didn't take that out.
What is that worth?
$384.
Wow.
That's amazing. SOS, so the regular SOS,
Yes. So just that Titanic one. That one's still pretty good,
but not quite there.
but not quite there.
Okay. Sparkster, $575. Goodness
that guy?
gracious. Heavy alert. And then we have Space Megaforce, $750. This one probably a little less in that condition. And then Super Bonk made the cut, which I did not take that one out. And I had a lot that were apparently incorrect. What is this?
So that's $200. Like that's $200 complete. So very good, solid guess.
Yeah.
I'd guess Top Gear still over
Up
100.
there for
Skyblazer
sure.
probably 200. Troddlers, I guess around there too. But we'll pull out Super Bonk and Sunset Riders and get those added to the shelf before we get to the big bin.
Best of the collection.
Knowing what's in this box or in this bin, at least some of it, I would estimate this bin to be like maybe 25 to 30 grand.
That's insane, brother. I love that these shirts were thrown into the deal. They're old Funko Land shirts. You probably noticed all the Funko Land sleeves and stuff. So it's definitely some Funko Land stores that went out of business.
It has like prices on it. That's
so cool.
Super cool.
And then we have the Dreamcast Dream Team shirt, and then the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
That's cool.
Very, very cool retro custom shirts.
Okay.
I mean, it's just staring you right in the face, brother.
Ooh, would you just look at that?
That is a complete in-box Earthbound. It does have the scratch and sniff stickers.
Yeah. So the cartridge is right
Cards,
here.
not stickers.
Yeah.
There's the cartridge. That might be better than mine.
It's darn close, dude.
Matt thinks it is, so.
Man,
Got
that's
photographic memory.
yeah.
It's been a while. We'll have to compare every piece because I want the best one for
So this
my
is your little collection spot.
This is like my probably add to the collection, like Sunset Riders. I think I only have the cartridge, so I'll add that as well.
This is like all the popular stuff and games that were like just hidden. Also, can we address the elephant in the room? And by
Yeah,
elephant,
so-
I mean 3 cheetah men.
This is the most valuable game in the whole collection, and I want to talk about why at the end.
Okay.
So let's save this for the end.
Should we
More
tease
valuable
them
than
at least with what the value is?
that. Sure. You know it better than I do.
It's like $5,100.
$5,100. Unbelievable to find that at all. We have Nosferatu.
That is nuts.
That is nuts. I'm going to say that's over 250.
You know, he's from SpongeBob.
Yes, I did know that. Kirby's Dream Land 3.
Oh my goodness. That's,
Another heavy.
That's up there.
Ren and Stimpy Buckaroos. Is that the good one?
All the Ren and Stimpy games, pretty valuable, but Buckaroos.
There's one that is better. That might. I'm going to say that's the one. Paperboy 2.
Here comes the Paperboy, bringing me the good news.
Oh, mercy. And then we have Pocky and Rocky 2. I'm just going to move on from that.
Oh my goodness.
That is absolutely massive. That's probably over $250 cartridge. It's a great game. This has all the right things. It's rare. It's fun. It's awesome. It's co-op. You gotta love it. That's going in the collection. No dude to boot it.
Oh my.
Yes, this is the one I was talking
Dude,
about earlier.
holy cow. Just this lineup, I'm falling over.
Yeah, this is insane.
Okay.
Absolutely insane. Mega Man 7
Holy.
and X2. I don't think I have either of those.
Cheezo Pete's, dude.
7 is massive.
That's-
Absolutely massive.
That is.
Holy mercy. Hagane.
Okay.
I mean, this
That's-
is like the SNES Holy Grail, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one people know about.
Yes. It's top 2 for licensed Super Nintendo games in value.
Yes.
And it's over $2,000, I think.
In this condition, brother, I've taken a look at it. It's pretty good. There's a sold that was like over 3,500. So once you get to the high end of the high end, it really varies. But look at that. Castlevania Dracula X.
It's pretty nice too. Pretty nice. Just has this one little thing on the side, but all these over 250. Mr. Nuts, classic, absolute classic. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it.
Yep. Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel.
Another good one. Yeah. Another very good one.
Yep.
We found one box once. Right?
Yeah, we sold the box for like $500.
Yeah.
It was minty. I'm gonna swap out Fire Dogs for Buckaroos, because I think that might be the good one.
Okay.
I could be totally wrong, but
Could be both. Who knows?
Yeah. And then we have Secret of Mana.
Oof. We have a guest. It's Alpal.
Look at that. We're always buying collections.
Alpal, is that a collection?
How can they sell us collections, Alpal? Speak loudly. The mic's right here.
CaterpieCrew.com.
Is that it? Is that how we do it now? The website?
The website. That's it.
Or you can email the email on screen.
There we go.
Back to the games. Oh, we have the Itchy and Scratchy game. That is uncommon, so I'm gonna guess.
We've seen the cartridge. That's a good card,
Yes.
so it's probably Rare Box.
Ghoul Patrol?
Maybe that's what I was thinking of earlier.
It could
Because I was
be.
thinking of Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah, Ghoul Patrol. So
That is
Limited
some-
Run put out a new version of this for like the Switch. But yeah, I've never actually seen the original in the box. Rocco's Modern Life, that could be a heavy. Turtles in Time, a great game. I don't think it's gonna cross over to that 250 plus range. Zombies Ate My Neighbors is here. It's a great one. Here's Mega Man X. I know I have that in the collection in minty condition, so I won't be keeping that. Final Fantasy 2, yes. Captain Commando, yes. Wild Guns,
Whoa.
yes. I think this is a third
Wild
Super
Guns?
Turrican, by the way.
I think you're right as well.
And then Final Fantasy 3, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, yep.
Super Mario
not
RPG.
That one.
I don't know about Packy and Marlin
Wait, what?
right here, this one.
Oh, Packy and Marlin.
I don't know.
Is it like Pocky and Rocky but elephants?
It's a couple of elephants having a
Oh,
good
it's sold
time.
by. This is Rhea. This is Learn About Diabetes.
I was just about to say, this is made by the same people that made the other two games we brought up earlier.
Okay, we have to pick it. It's another diabetes game.
Rhea Systems.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll pick it.
That's cool.
What in the world?
Can you find out how many games Rhea Systems made, Matt?
I believe it's 3. I'll double check.
Oh,
If
well
so,
then we
we're
have all
3
three.
for 3.
That's cool.
Okay, so you have Wario's Woods in there. This is a heavy right here, WCW Super Brawl. Honestly, that might make the cut. I think it's like a $60 or $80 cartridge or something.
Yeah.
World Cup USA, World Heroes 2's in there. Wolfenstein 3D, I do enjoy that box.
Look
It's
at
a good
that.
time.
What a man. It looks like Justin Bieber.
Yes.
So Rhea Systems made 4 games. Bronchi the Brachiosaurus is the only other one. Do we have it?
I don't think we did have that one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
But
I've
what's that
one
actually
about?
seen that one.
So the whole purpose of Rhea Systems was to make educational games about diseases.
Because what was the one that was about
The other
smoking?
one was about smoking?
Yeah.
What in the world? What a wild thing that happened. How about that?
Wildcats.
Jim Lee's Wildcats. That is very cool. Hubert 3, I'm pretty sure that's pretty heavy. I just can't remember if it's quite there. Ultima, Runes of Virtue. And we have the other Ultima as well, right there.
And then
The Untouchables.
What is that? That's cool.
Ultimate Fighter. Wolfchild.
Whoa. Man. Shredded.
And then Wiz. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna guess Wiz, and that's
This is
gonna be my final guesses. So we'll see how many are over 250, and it's gonna be a lot. And then we'll talk about Cheetah Men 2.
All right, brother. I gave you the big old stack of stickies here.
Yeah, the first one is a surprise. World Soccer 94
Yeah.
made the list.
No idea where that is.
I remember seeing it and kind of wondering. There it is. World Cup USA 94?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
Or
Or is it?
there's World League Soccer.
I think. Gosh dang it. How many soccer games are there? Regardless, there's
I'm
a
gonna go
soccer
with this
game
one.
worth $300 some.
Yes, that is wild. War 2410 made it. Right? Okay. Oh, that's right there. War 2410. Itchy and Scratchy. Got that right. $363. Mario RPG. So it is a classic. Just recently beat it on the Switch. Oh, Pocky and Marlin did make the cut.
Yeah, it did, brother.
Final Fantasy 3 was 272. Final Fantasy 2 was 255. Barely sliding in.
That's cool.
Wildcats 363. Did I pick Wildcats? There's Wildcats. Oh, I did. Yes, Jim Lee's. I remember that now. That was a cool box. That got me.
Good pick. It looks like Thanos. but not.
Mr. Nuts, item and box, still $370. That's crazy. That's also out for a Game Boy. Mega Man X2, $442. You better believe it. Zero, the Kamikaze Squirrel, $465. Wild Guns, $570. That was one of my earlier scores at a garage sale right there.
That's cool.
Ren and Stimpy Buckaroos was the one, $575. Is that the one I picked?
Nope, you changed it
Oh,
out.
I switched it.
Fire Dogs is still good.
I switched it.
I don't know where. Right here.
Buckaroos, wow. $575.
That is
Dang,
nuts.
that's a heavy. Oh, I didn't realize Nosferatu was over $608. This collection
Got it for
is
$21.99 originally.
Not bad. Ghoul Patrol, $625. Goodness gracious, no wonder I've never seen that. Way more rare than Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Kirby 3, $825. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Kirby's Dream Land 3. I think that was a late release. Pocky and Rocky 2. I knew this one was heavy. $833.
Wow.
Good night, this is adding up. Captain Commando is an $1,100 game.
Yeah, you just kind of grazed by that one. I don't even know if you picked it.
Oh, I picked it.
Oh, you did?
I picked
It's
it.
down there.
I did not realize it was that big. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
That's insane. Dracula X is $1,300 now. Holy cow.
You just put that one on top of it too.
So
Yeah,
many great
put it over
games.
there. That is nuts.
Then we have Earthbound at $1,790. That's back there. And Hagane, $2,480.
Wow.
And then we can't forget about Cheetah Men 2, which I have laid out here, which is about $5,100 on price charting.
Okay.
This is a complete copy of it with a little bit of wear.
So this was made by a company called Active Enterprises. They closed down and they pretty much like abandoned their warehouse. And essentially, I don't exactly know how it came into play, but a man named Mike Etler found all of either found them or acquired them, and they were all completely separate. It was just the boards, the boxes, and he put them together, had them all sealed, and sold them in his shop for $10 a piece.
It's legendary. I remember the Game Chasers did an episode on this back in the day.
So apparently there were only 1,000 of them, and one person, rumor has it, bought 100. But you were saying that in that episode,
It could have been the original maker of the game that bought that, because I think in the Game Chasers they went there. You guys will check me on that in the comments. But the other side of this cartridge is Action 52. Which is also
but it,
kind of
but it
an
still like
infamous-
has Cheetah Man.
Yeah, Cheetah Man would be on there. 52 games. But yeah, that's kind of a wild, crazy, mythical thing. There's a lot of fakes out there. This is an original version of it.
It definitely has some wear.
Yeah.
And apparently this is just a terrible, terrible game. But Matt was saying that there's a group of people that are trying to like remaster it or something, or actually make it playable.
There's some ROMs online that people have patched it and finished it. I haven't tried them myself. I kind of want to.
Who knows? Maybe it's still a terrible game. Let us know if you've ever even seen or heard of this game. One of the NES Holy Grails.
Yes, indeed. This is a crazy, crazy item to find. And guys, this collection was price charted, as mentioned earlier, above $150,000. It was almost thrown away. It's truly
so cool.
Unbelievable that this was almost taken and put in a landfill. That is a mind-blowing thing. So thank you guys. If you made it to the end, comment down below 5%. And make sure to come to our Whatnot auction on April 12th. And if this came out March 29th. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.